Okay, so here we go, back at it again on a Wednesday evening with OXL. We're coming at you live with Season 8. Well, not quite live, 7-minute delay, but you know what I mean. But we're here with Season 8, Week 2, Game 1, starting here in about 30 seconds. We did have a few teams missing players, but hey, this is OXL. We start on time, baby. Here comes the plane path from Primo all the way up past Stauber. Little heavy favoring that eastern, no, that is west. Okay, that is west, people. Favoring that western side. We're gonna jump out here right away and get spectating. Hopefully Miramar works for game 2, but we'll find out later. So, okay, all of these teams that usually land on that eastern side, SLG, 6 Cents, OGs occasionally, Avita, they're all going to be struggling to find a position unless they need to change it up. We do have a wild knockin'. Unless they do opt to do a far drop down to that southeastern side of the map in that Milta power corner. Unfortunately, we did have one team drop out of Season 8 FPP. Always unfortunate to hear that. And here we go. 6 Cents has chosen to do a different split this time. They're just north of that western bridge. Michu grabbing a vehicle up near Chopsticks, heading down now towards the rest of his team. We do have Team 5150 opting for a long drop down to Military Island. They're still up in the air. Avita just landing south of Potato Mountain. They should be pretty safe around there. We do have quite a few teams contested around School, Rozhawk, and that road up to Yasnaya with Torch doing their usual thing, but they are contested by Fury Esports, who are in first place after week 1. So that they will be feeling pretty good about starting here. And with that circle popping to the north side, there's not many teams in that. People choosing to jump early this time. We are going to head up north towards that school area because there is quite a few teams that are stacked on top of each other. We have the Kingpins and the Gutter Sluts both posted up in Rozhawk. That circle just saying no to everybody who chose their landing spot. The original Gamesterz winner's circle are just barely in there on the edge. The Rozhawk crew here. Oh, and we do have our first kill from Kofry taking down Torch Quakes. The rest of Torch does look like they've regrouped in Little Roz. They will be safe for the time being. Kamikaze, they might be able to catch Kamikaze down in that southern compound, but Turbot is on his way to support with For Sure Mask jumping into a vehicle. They don't want to let them get that revenge kill. Traction's now already jumping into a vehicle, scouting out that circle. He's uncontested at the moment. He should be able to grab wherever he wants, but his team is engaging with Sweat Lounge Gaming, who have opted to go South George instead of their usual drop, which was pretty far from the plane path. The BattleBots way down in Primo will have to make a move here soon. They do look like they have vehicles. This esport mode, there is tons of them. We have some shots from Kingpins coming out. Not sure where they're shooting. Bait shots, maybe? I have no idea where they're shooting. Okay, they are jumping into their vehicles, though. We will not see a fight between the Kingpins and Gutter Sluts in Rozhawk. Omerta hearing those shots, though. He wants to come over and see what's going on, unless he's just going for that US. We got Psycho and company now heading out over the bridge. Past the original Gamesterz. Captain was in a position to shoot, but opting to just grab that vehicle and head back to his team. Doesn't want to get caught out or risk too much with Oreo Hitman way up on that north side scouting the coast with nobody around. And we see these teams now starting to rotate into that circle. Phase 1 is moving, but it is a slow phase. Kingpin's opting to post up in this compound at the bridge. What a choke point. They'll be able to get tons of shots already, making Baby Joey spin out of his vehicle. Now they're tagging up Baby Joey, who has Winner's Circle on the other side of him too. He could be in trouble. Got Smokes out, trying to stay alive. Winner's Circle doesn't look like they're pushing out. They do have an angle onto him, though. With Kingpins just staring him down. Now getting tagged up from Winner's Circle behind. And Noxie does take him out. But Chomany's able to get the steal before Winner's Circle can thirst him out. Kingpin's trying to just steal those points away. It was their kill. Gravity choosing to go to the other bridge. Doesn't want to run into that same situation. Team 5150 jumping in a boat. They were way down on Military Island. They're going to be on that slow rotation heading up around that western coast. And we do have the Gutter Sluts pulling up onto Torch Tyrannical. Doesn't look like he's all alone over here. But he jumps into a whip and takes off before they are able to do anything significant damage. Now the OGs in their position, being contested by M4 and a Dream out scouting. Letting his team know, hey, there's a team here. We may want to head somewhere else. Sweaty Esports and Avita now heading just into the circle. And after that, it is just Team 5150 way down on your southwestern side. Coming up on the coast with a Boat. The BattleBot's still getting shot at now from SLG as they're still looking for position, but now Vigorous Esports pulling up right on top of the Gutter Sluts. Schwank in a great position here to get a couple kills. But they do spot him out. Yeah, it's going to have to dip back with Brain pushing down on top of him. And Schwank is able to take down Brain. Oh no, it was Tindersaurus, I apologize. And Revoke the Killer does thirst him out. But Snowgoon is able to get the trade onto Schwank. Now Hobie pushing heavy onto Revoke the Killer. But Revoke takes them down. Tindersaurus getting some big shots onto Sin, taking him down to almost 0 health, but not quite able to get that knock. They are going to have to make some plays here if they're going to want to get Schwank up. Tindersaurus running up for that res as they push Vigorous back down the hill on that opposite side. Omerta coming up for that res, but Snowgoon's trying to get an angle onto the knock. He might be able to see Omerta if he jumps onto this res. Source still trying to spot him out as Sins pops up over the hill and takes him down. Trying to get that thirst, but Source is able to crawl back over the ridge and block that line of sight, but they bonk him right in the dome with a nade and finish him off. Sins now taking down Schwank again. Also taking down Omerta. Sins is just on fire at the moment. And Sins gets the wipe onto Gutter Sluts. Big plays from Sins to come back after being down 2 players. Gutter Sluts will be the first team eliminated. And that is SLG now going up against, or Sweat Lounge Gaming taking out Sweaty Esports, looks like in rotation. Unfortunate for them, but Oreo Hitman is able to pick up one of those steals for the original Gamesterz. So it does look like Sweaty Esports lost 2 of their players heading past Sweat Lounge Gaming there. Or maybe 3. It looks like Dilly is all alone hiding in the shack. Almost dead too. Unfortunate rotation for them. The Kingpin's still looking for a position down on the southern side as that circle just shifts into the middle area. Around, we still have shooting range Severny. Probably see quite a few teams heading up onto that coast with about a quarter of the circle in the water still. It's pretty likely that it will land somewhere near the coast next. Kingpin's heading right into the thick of all of these teams. I don't know if they know what they're heading into, but they could be getting into some, or getting shot at here right away. Passing by Iconic's compound at the moment. Does look like they've chosen to go left, but they are heading straight towards the original Gamesterz with console killers on the other side. They are opting to just pop up onto the coast. But they see something they didn't like and turned around real quick. Sixth Sense now making their way into the new circle. Team 5150 finally making it into Georgia Pole, but not quite ahead of the blue, still taking that damage. Hopefully they have a lot of heals to compensate for all of this blue damage that they are taking. Sixth Sense hoping to pull up onto Ascension Esports compound, but they're saying no, making them turn away. But Slim Jimbo jumps out of the vehicle. Looks like they might be contesting Ascension Esports for this hill, or this compound, or whatever, wherever they are. It is a compound, just to the south of shooting range. And now with that circle, pretty much just staying center. Most of the teams are in that circle. Sweat Lounge Gaming will have to shift slightly. Winner's Circle needs to move north just a little bit. BattleBots need to find a new position, and Team 5150, who have just finally made it into the play zone, are now in trouble as they need to find a position in this loaded circle. Ascension Esports still putting down shots onto Sixth Sense. They've pulled up on top of the hill just to the south of shooting range. The BattleBot's now driving right through the Kingpins. And Foreigner Dream taking a bit of damage, but not getting knocked. Who is this right on top? No, that Sweat Lounge Gaming is pretty far back. We do have a fight. The BattleBots did end up pulling up on top of, or they got knocked out of their vehicles from console killers. Something's happening over here. Chappers and M4 in a Dream both being taken out by Zach and Exclusive, respectively. Bandyman and So Stiff still looking for a position though. As we have the two remaining members of Vigorous pulling into shooting range, but it is already being claimed by Torch. Snowgoonason's moving into the buildings while Torch kind of heads out to the outskirts. Fury Esports just putting some shots down on a BattleBots as they rotate through, and Avita does take out Bandyman with Turbot getting the steal for Fury Esports. That'll be a nice little addition to their collection of points. And BattleBots now down to one remaining member after just not getting the circle love. Looks like all the teams now have found a decent enough position in this current circle, but in 10 seconds it will be changing. And we'll do this all over again. Vigorous now moving into the bunker at shooting range, but they are being tagged up by Fury Esports from across the road. And there's the new circle, 6 cents holding a dominant position in there. Vigorous and Torch will be able to stay in shooting range if they do choose. Dilly, the last member of Sweaty Esports, loving the shack he pulled up into. He has actually moved to a rock. Looks like he's eyeing somebody up. He does see Kingpins above him. And now we have Team 5150 heading in with SLG up onto Sweat Lounge, or 6 Cents Hill. Scrounge Bowl and Chicken Fried running around for that flank. Scrounge Bowl does take down Whistler with the VSS. And then Banana Brain takes down Mole. So that is 2 down for SLG, in a lot of trouble at the moment. As even after they come out of this fight, 6 Cents is on top of that hill, watching down, and now Scrounge Bull taking down Psycho, but Kid answering back and taking down Chicken Fried, as they're finally able to take down one of Team 5150. 6 Cents now being distracted by Kingpins over on the other side, with Hornick taking down Wick, and there you have it with Think Fast finally taking down Kid. That is Team 5150 will be the victors in that fight, but Winner's Circle right behind them as they're getting all these reses. They hear these shots. Noxy pushing over. He tastes the blood already. Flacco right behind, throwing the nades down into the smoke. Rolls down the hill a bit too far, not able to do any decent real damage. And now we have 6 Cents still putting on those shots on the Kingpins. Does look like they've been eliminated, and now we have Noxy getting that double kill onto Scrounge Bull and Chicken Fried, taking them both down. Also taking down Banana Brain, it is just Think Fast behind, who does finally put a stop to Noxy's reign of terror here. But Attraction's able to save him, and Noxy will live to fight another day, but Warnick right here, not able to get any angles onto that res, so Winner's Circle safe for the moment. Damn, a lot just went down in that circle. I was a little distracted with this fight. We have 6 Cents put in a lot of work here, taking down the Kingpins, and looks like taking down most of the members of Original Gamesterz. It is just Oreo Hitman alive. And we have a fight down on that other side between Vigorous Esports and Torch a little bit. As the circle just pushes them in. Ascension Esports and Avita also going at it up on top of the hill just above. That new circle, we do have the 3 one-mans being favored here. All 3 of them are in that new circle. Snowgoon able to get an angle onto Gecko up that hill, taking him down, and they are still putting in some heavy shots. Gecko about to bleed out, and Snowgoon is able to get that thirst, but Tyrannical, who is pushed right up on top of Vigorous, takes down Sins while they're distracted. Snowgoon just gonna drop down and get the res as quickly as possible. Good nade from Tyrannical, but not able to take them down. Torch now making their move. Of Vita and Ascension Esports all heading around, but Ascension Esports is driving right into 6th Sense and Winner's Circle. We're in for a crazy old fight up here on top of the hill. 6th Sense tagging up Gravity on the bike, but he will be able to drive past, right past Dilly, who's just staying alive there, not wanting to give his position away with all these teams right around him. Now Winner's Circle tagging up Tacticals, but Dilly does choose to use this opportunity. Takes Attractions down almost to no health, but Attractions just able to sneak away from that. As we have 6th Sense seeing Winner's Circle coming up, they want to keep him out of this new phase. And now Iconic does take down Tacticals, who was having some issues finding somewhere to pull up in that UAS. Iconic able to secure their kill. Ascension Esports does still have Gravity alive. So that is 4 one-man teams now. And there it is. Ascension Esports, D-Bish did find Gravity and takes Ascension Esports down in 10th place. Now we have this fight here, starting up 4v3 for 6th Sense against Winner's Circle. And there we have Sins being taken down by the battle bots. So stiffy. But Doodle getting away from his teammates, pushing up right on top of Snowgoon, trying to finish them off. Oreo Hitman does look like he's chosen the right shack to pull up into. The only one in that new circle. Torch is just on the edge of it. 6th Sense and Winner's Circle gonna have to finish off this fight before they're able to think about heading over there. Avita should be able to just push forward a little bit. Iconic still 4 men strong, heading in, pushing right up on top of Oreo Hitman here. He could be in trouble if they choose to go into that shack. We have a crate coming down, T's and Winner's Circle. Just so close, but right in the line of fire of Winner's Circle. It could be a mistake going for that. Or 6th Sense, sorry. And Flacco spotting Dilly does put an end to Sweaty Esports' hopes this game. They will take 9th place in Game 1. Slim Jimbo just keeping Winner's Circle distracted while his team rotates into the new circle. Iconic swarming all around Oreo Hitman's shack. They are opting to fight, and Oreo putting in some heavy damage to most of them, taking them 3 of them down to pretty much half health. But Lid is able to stop him down. That 4v1 is just so tough. Now Harden seeing this fight going down in the field below them between the BattleBots and the remaining members of BattleBots and Vigorous, with So Stiffy taking down. Oh my goodness, I'm missing it. Winner's Circle, who has escaped from 6th Sense, pushes all the way around that bottom side of this hill to come up below Iconic, who is now in trouble. Looks like all the teams are choosing to focus them down. Lid with a big nade taking down Flacco, but then Attractions turning right around to knock Lid and thirst him out. And then Noxy stops Harden, who is trying to prevent them from rezzing. That is a 5th place for Iconic. Torch still split in this lower field with 3 members of Avita, 4 members of Sixth Sense, and 3 members of Winner's Circle all above them. 4 teams, 13 alive in this Game 1 situation. Attraction's almost getting knocked on this rock, but he's able to pop back out of sight. And here comes the nade sailing over top. Luckily will not put him down. He's able to pop that heal. There's that new circle with Winner's Circle and Sixth Sense both inside. Torch making their move into the new circle with Brolic taking down Avita Stanners. Tyrannical and Damo teaming up to take down Lou. Now Avita is just down to Knights, who is surrounded on all sides from multiple teams. All Sixth Sense needs to do is peek over this hill. But Knights is on fire. That nade, just too many throwables from Torch coming out. Knights not able to survive the onslaught. Winner's Circle just managing to stay alive and just making some great plays here at the end of this game. But they do have Doodle snaking up behind them. Here comes the nade from Doodle, not quite far enough to reach Noxy, but Noxy now aware there is somebody here on his left. Sixth Sense still 4 members strong, with Brolic now getting that knock onto just Flocko. Attraction's quick to run over, trying to get the res. But Sixth Sense trying to jump on this opportunity to further damage Winner's Circle. Attraction's being pushed off of the res, with Doodle stealing that kill on Noxy, and then Slim Jimbo able to get an angle onto... Doodle did take down Noxy, while Slim Jimbo finishes off Attractions for a 3rd place for Winner's Circle. It is now 4v3, Sixth Sense versus Torch. And a pretty toxic circle, to be honest. Torch does have more control here, but they are a player down, so the odds could even out. Torch just trying to spread out as much as they can, get as many angles as possible to just prevent Sixth Sense from getting any significant cover. Doodle is way down on that north side, lower part of the hill. Just a smoke wall coming out from Sixth Sense at the moment. Brolic does spot Doodle in that shack way down there, so information on one of the players at least. Tyrannical and Damo are holding the other angle. Torch just trying to wait out the smokes at the moment. Sixth Sense is just barely behind the ridge over here. Tyrannical waiting to get an opportunity to shoot, and there it is. He does take down, Doodle does take down Michu with the support from Tyrannical. But Doodle's pushed out by the blue and is taken down. Not wanting to give a point up to 6 cents. Does just get thirsted by the blue. It is now a 3 members up for 6 cents while Brolic hops on this res to try and keep their advantage as high as possible. Dom taking down Slim Jim. Torch is putting up a great fight here. 6 cents doesn't have much in the way of cover, but they do have the numbers. Now we have Warnick making the play onto the right side, but Dom is able to spot him out and takes him down with a heady from that AK. It is now 2v2. Torch just changer in this odds around in their favor, and now we have Dom just on fire, also taking down Brolic, but Michu right there. It is now 1v1 Brolic or Slim Jimbo versus Tyrannical. Oh, Michu versus Tyrannical. And Michu, with only 8 health to spare, manages to get that game 1 chicken dinner. They did have 8 kills between them, and 6 cents, who unfortunately just getting chased out by that circle, no cover left to work with, takes 2nd place with 7 kills. Winner's Circle, just a 3-man, not able to get their 4th member in time. They pick up the 3rd place with 8 kills. Avita in 4th with 0 kills. And Iconic picking up 5th. They had 8 kills as well. Alright. We'll get game 2 started up. We're jumping over to the desert Miramar.
Street where shadows wander, they sweep the walls, they crawl and crawl to kiss the lights. A woman wonders where's the crowd. The clock reads night, yet she's still out. She peeves the dark and sees but black as she walks the creep and
Okay, and here we go, game 2. Picking up where we left off. Torch, your game 1 chicken dinner winners, baby. Heading over to the desert for this one. We're in for a little bit of a scenic intro here, as we're gonna have to ride the plane all the way across the map, get to that ocean destination, just so we can drown ourselves. And here we go with a plane path. It is northwest to southeast, pretty much La Cobriera down to past Los Leones. Love adding Miramar to the rotation, so we're not just playing one map every time, but unfortunately, we will most likely be stuck spectating just the one team who do choose to land close to the coast. It was... We're going to work on getting those scores updated as soon as possible. We'll post those up once we get them all ready to go. With OXL FPP Season 8 Week 2. Drowning out, getting slayed out by the water. You know you're good when... And we already have a kill with 6 Cents, who does look like they've landed with Team 5150. Brawlic taking down Think Fast. Game 2, first kill coming out right away. And we are on Avita, baby. Psycho has ran Flocko over. Maybe try to turn around and get that thirst. Unless... Oh, he did get the thirst. That great roadkill. Avita splitting around the warehouses just to the west of Los Leones. Finding some nice gear here. Okay. Oh, the level 3 gear for Sweeney. Looking good. Already has the bag, doesn't need it. Gonna call that out for one of his teammates to come scoop up. Did you not post a Discord link? Did you not post a Discord link? Oh, he's still asking for it. And here we go with Avita on their Grand Prix expedition across the desert of Miramar. Jumping into their trucks. Off-roading. Doing what they do. After a rough first week, they were able to pick up a 4th place last game. Or maybe 3rd place. Oh, I did not. The bar is updated. I will be doing that right now for you. And here we go. Paste and send. We do have Fury Esports able to hold on to their 1st place. Winner's Circle moving up into 2nd after that game. Just 11 points behind Fury Esports, and 6 Cents is in 3rd. Well, we do have some shots from one of the Avita members. As they manage to pull up to a compound pretty center circle, just south of Leona's there. And with this toxic circle, it does look like there's about half of it in the circle, or in water. Maybe just under half. But already taking out that playable area from the map. Good old Miramar, we would like to see fights happen early and often. And Winner's Circle going up against Torch, with Noxy getting a double kill on the Quakes and Tyrannical. Noxy's just an animal this week. Going off. We do have a team pushing, or getting some angles onto Avita from that northern hill. We'll see if they're able to do any significant damage to them, or vice versa. Pretty early on in the game, there is a lot of cover, that ridge, so if we do see a knock, we probably won't see the finish. Should be able to get a res if anything does go south here. And there's that phase 2 circle, getting rid of all that water that was in there. Keeping that southeastern tip of the map inside of the circle. We do have the beach. Puerto Paraiso. Vita choosing the right spot here, as they're still pretty central in that next zone. But they will be trading shots with this team for the next few minutes at least. Gecko does get a cheeky little tag. Oh, we love Miramar. As I said, it is nice to get that variety in the gameplay. Watching Erangel all the time does get boring. Imagine playing it does too. Sweaty Esports Eagles finding Revoke the Killer, getting that nade as the fight unfolds between Sweaty Esports and Gutter Sluts. Now with Luck also taking down Omerta. Vigorous nearby as they hear the shots come over for that third party. Now Hobie taking down Dilly. Fury Esports also joining that party. Turbot getting the double kill on the remaining members of Gutter Sluts. So that looks like Gutter Sluts is eliminated. And now that three-way fight continuing. Now Turbot getting another kill onto Sweaty Esports Luck. And Sweaty Esports in trouble. They're just in the firing range of Fury Esports and Vigorous. Now with Sins taking down Eagles. That could be it for Sweaty Esports. That circle getting smaller and smaller. Phase 3 coming out. Just moving south, trying to keep as much of that coast in the circle as possible, it looks like. These teams are just being pushed closer and closer together. Sweat Lounge Gaming and Winner's Circle now. Mole and Noxy. Mole also taking down Bonkai. Double kill for Mole. Fury Esports might have rotated away from that original fight they were in, but ran right into Kingpins. Baby Joey getting a kill onto Kamikaze. And that circle's still just heading down into that southeastern tip of Miramar. Getting rid of the beaches, but still just moving into that general area. Avita will have to rotate into a new position with that new circle pop. Hey. Banana Brain and Team 5150 taking down Ascension Esports Blue Hole. Chicken Fried also getting a kill onto Gravity. Looks like they're going at it up on that hill just above Avita here. But Baby Joey and Tactical's turning it around on Team 5150, taking down Scrounged Bull and Chicken Fried. Brain gets a kill onto a Sweat Lounge Gaming Psycho. And Tacticals finishes off Chicken Fried from Team 5150. Avita making their move away from the compound. They want to get that early rotation, grab a position before the other teams are able to set up shop in the new circle. Putting up just on the edge here with Warnick now taking down Turbot from Fury Esports, and OG's Good Gander also getting a third party into that fight, it looks like, as he takes down for sure Mask. Wick getting a roadkill. Oh. Now we do have a fight. Avita has pulled up onto a team here. Gecko now taking down M4 in a Dream, and Lou, who already had a knock onto this team. Lou getting another one on the Jappers. As Lou running off the far rotation, gonna get this last team. He shoots him down. Take down Bob Sistofi with the... And Knights finishing him off, Bandyman. That is Avita taking down the battle bots. But they are being pushed by console killers, it looks like, as Knights is taken down. Throwing out the smokes, they want to get that res. Lou, who almost wiped that last team, now looking for more. Starts getting some tags, but Sweeney getting a double kill, taking down Bazaar and Zach. Able to thirst out Zach, but Bazaar still down somewhere. Gecko resin up Knights, trying to get back to full strength here. Sweeney running around the right side, trying to get a different angle. Bazaar is thirsted out by Sweeney. Console Killers thinking again about their wanting to push this team here. They do run back into Ascension Esports though, as Monstar is taken down by Tacticals and thirsted out by Baby Joey. So Console Killers now down to just one member. Avita with their fleet of bikes here. Motorcycle gang. Iconic and Ascension Esports locked into a fight. And now 6 Cents joining the party with Brolic taking down Harden. We do have a three-way fight that we are hearing between Ascension Esports, Iconic, and 6 Cents. Nice getting spots onto someone down there, as they're just raining down the shots, but not able to get that knock. Seen another team far up in the distance. Could be 6 Cents. On that crate, landing right on top of Avita. They'll be blessed with some level 3 gear here. Maybe a nice little weapon. Groza, MK, Og, who knows? And there's that coming out from Sweat Lounge Gaming. Remember, Kid taking down Torch Dom. But now, does look like Sweat Lounge Gaming, if that is them, is getting eyes onto the crate over here. Already picked up one, and maybe looking to pick up another. But they're going to have to invite Avita for this one. Avita not backing down. Pushing right up towards them. It is Vigorous they are fighting, not Sweat Lounge Gaming, as Sweat Lounge Gaming and Torch are still going at it there. Ascension Esports continuing that fight they had earlier on with Iconic and 6 Cents right there also. Brawley getting a steal from Ascension Esports on Harden. Michu also getting a kill. Tactical's taking down Iconic, or Lid, and that will be Iconic taken out. Sweat Lounge Gaming and Torch still going at it. "21 teams left in this pretty small circle. Sweat Lounge Gaming, Torch, Avita, Vigorous, Console Killers, 6 Cents. Baby Joey takes down Console Killers exclusive. Now team from the far side of the circle is getting some shots down onto Avita. Maybe trying to get a little steal. Just weaken them for later. But not doing anything significant. The original Gamesterz are still alive too as they sneak up onto Sweat Lounge Gaming with B-Love taking down Mole. But then Slim Jimbo sees it, takes down B-Love. The remaining members of Vigorous still finding Avita. Sweeney takes down Sins and Snowgoon. It looks like that'll be it for Vigorous as they run up trying to pick up that loot. Blue still off on his own. He hears this fighting between original Gamesterz and Sweat Lounge Gaming. Blue does take down SLG Whistler. Warnick, or 6 Cents on the other side, putting some heavy shots down onto original Gamesterz. But Blue is thirsted out by Kid. And then Brawlick taking down Kid. 6 Cents just seems to be in the perfect situation this whole game for a third party. After that whole fight with Iconic and Ascension Esports, they were able to pick up quite a few kills there, and now catching the tail end of the fight between Avita and Sweat Lounge Gaming. They've already picked up quite a few points. $12 teams left alive, or players, not teams. Avita and 6 Cents are 2 of them. Original Gamesterz now being the remaining members taken out by a nade from Slim Jimbo. Oh no, that was just a knock. It was a double knock, and now Slim Jimbo gets the final kill onto Good Gander. Nice little three-piece for Slim Jimbo there. Nine players left. 6 cents of Vita and Ascension Esports, I believe. Laser not able to get the knock, but Knight's putting some heavy tags down onto that player. Smoke's now coming out from Ascension Esports, I believe, if I'm correct. It is Ascension Esports. Brawlic does take down Baby Joey. I believe 6 Cents still has all 4 members alive. They are putting in work this week after that second place last game. They're looking to secure the #1 spot for game 2. Nades just raining down from 6 Cents onto Avita. There is probably a snake alive somewhere as well. Because Avita, with only 3 members, there is 4 alive. That is at least 3 teams if 6 Cents still has 4 members. And Sweeney taking down Slim Jimbo. Evening that score, 3 versus 3 now. Sweeney getting the thirst, but Brawlic meanwhile getting a big nade on the Dice, taking him down. Sweeney also taking down Warnick. A nasty little spray from that M4 was pretty nice. And now Gecko also being taken down by Michu. It is all up to Sweeney. Does have a player down there, another one thirsted, so it is 2 versus 1. Oh, and Brawlic just turns on Sweeney. So 3 members left alive on 6 Cents. Michu, Brawlic, and Warnick look like they will get this first place as Attractions, the snake just pops out and knocks Michu. But Brawlic does take down Attractions to secure the game 2 chicken dinner. A winner's circle in 2nd place, and Avita in 3rd. Ascension Esports did get 4th, and I believe the original Gamesterz picked up 5th. Alright. We'll go moving back to Erangel for a decent commentating round. We'll get this lobby started up. And we are back. That is the plane path for Game 3 on Erangel, whatever the map is called. Shouldn't have too many issues with teams getting to where they need to be. Team 5150 did choose to go military base last game. They might choose something different here. And not too many teams picked the top side of the map. The bottom bar is updated already before the game has started. Let's go. I'm posting it right now. Oh, that's undo. No, we want paste. And here we go. We do have a little change in the leaderboards here with 6 cents after that game, moving all the way up into first. Fury Esports dropping down to second, and Winner's Circle dropping down to third. Winner's Circle, or 6 cents on fire this week. Let's see if they'll be able to keep it up in Game 3. After a second place in Game 1, a first place in Game 2, they're looking for that first place again, baby. So we might see some pretty normal drops here. Six Cents might be able to go back to Milta this time instead of doing the split they did last time, although it did work for them. Yeah. Fury Esports landed up on top of Torch's spot last game. They usually opt for a split around Milta Power. We'll see what they want to do. A team is landing Lipovka. That could be Sweat Lounge Gaming. I know they like that drop. And then Vigorous Esports is most likely landing here at the prison. Oh no, that would not be Vigorous Esports. I would have seen them to the left farther. Someone is landing up on the mansion area as well. It's gonna be a good one. Hey, what you want? I'm gonna drown first. Okay, and here we go as we are out of here, baby. And we did get Iconic. On School Apartments with the Gutter Sluts being uncontested in Rozhawk this time. The Kingpins choosing to go to the sunken area, Watertown around Ruins. Yaznaya is pretty lit. The original Gamesterz choosing to go there instead this game. And we also have Team 5150 who chose Military Base last game, choosing Yaznaya this time. Console Killers always in there. They loving Yaz. And there we have it. 6 Cents going back to Milta. Avita doing the same thing as last game. The BattleBots choosing to move from Primo to Georgia Pole. They wanted that north drop this time. And Loda is separated from his team down in South George, while the rest of Iconic is over here at the School Apartments. I wonder what happened there. And that was Sweaty Esports doing a drop around Mansion and in Sweat Lounge Gaming in Lipovka. And then with that drop on that eastern side of the map, Ascension Esports, Kingpins, Winner's Circle, BattleBots, Torch, and one member of Iconic need to head over to that side. 3 teams over here in Yaznaya, but it is a pretty big town. As yes, we do have everybody just splitting off into the three corners of the place. We have Team 5150 pushed all the way north in that central area. We have Console Killers down on this southeast side around the jail. They are actually heading out of Yasnaya already, it looks like. And the original Gamesterz also heading out early on the southwestern side. See if the original Gamesterz do see the Console Killers running out in the field to their left. It is FPP, so those sight lines are pretty low. Thanks for the follow. A lot of those teams just choosing to condense into the same spot here. Everybody just heading to that dead center area of the map up on top of this elevated compound here that Sweaty Esports has already claimed for themselves. The original Gamesterz want it, but the other members of Sweaty Esports making their move into it. Console Killers decided to just turn around. They didn't want none of it. They'll find somewhere else. Ascension Esports also coming in here. This is going to be a highly contested compound. And Sweaty Esports is in control of it. Vigor is putting some big shots down from a distance onto Eagles. Original Gamesterz not sure where to pull up at the moment, just driving around looking for something. They do end up running back into the Console Killers at the yellows just south of Yaz. 4 strong Console Killers onto just Beloved and Gander, but Cap'n and Oreo Hitman now making it into the compound to support the other 2 players. Gander putting Monstar down as Bizarre takes down Oreo Hitman. Cap'n now also taking down Exclusive Bizarre in low health, now getting knocked by Beloved, but Zach popping around the corner, taking down Cap'n. Thurston, both Oreo and Cap'n. Beloved not quite able to get there in time, but does pop around the corner and takes them out. That little CK taking them down, but not before taking out 2 members of original Gamesterz. But now Iconic also running into this compound. Lid able to... Oh no, Loda still regrouping with his team, driving across the map. But these 3 members of Console Killer, or Iconic, sorry, do have the advantage over the original Gamesterz. But now good Gander evening that score, taking down Harden. But Lid just storming into the building and taking them down. So that is original Gamesterz taken down as well. Iconic able to be the victors after that series of fights going down in this compound. Ascension Esports still a little bit split here. Gravity and Tacticals choosing to pull up into Mansion instead, right on top of the Gutter Sluts. Nades and everything going out here for Ascension Esports, trying to just weaken the Gutter Sluts who are up in the garage building as Ascension Esports fills in the remaining buildings in Mansion. Oh, this is terrible. Revoke the Killer, able to escape that molly throw. As Ascension Esports now just has them pinned in this building. The gutter sluts have had enough. They might be jumping into their vehicles trying to escape here. What else do we have going on? Not too much. Still quite a bit of area in this circle. Most teams opting to choose that southeastern side. 6 cents in prison, putting shots down onto Sweat Lounge Gaming, who have taken the bunker just to the north of that. Fury Esports just coming out of Lapovka. We have Avita driving right up on top of Vigorous Esports here. They do pull up onto the museum here with Sins taking down Gecko and thirsting him out. But then Sweeney pops around the corner and does take down Sins. Brain and Lou are going at it inside of the building as Brain takes Lou down. Knight's trying to just peek over and prevent the thirst from coming out, but being pushed back behind the wall from Snowgoon. Snowgoon now getting aggressive, pushing up onto the wall. Knight's holding it pretty well. Pops out to the opposite side. But Snowgoon does take Knights down with a heady. Now Hobie popping up on the other side of Sweeney. They were not able to thirst out Sins yet. Sweeney takes down Brain, but Snowgoon trades them out without losing any of their players. So Hobie will revive Sins and Snowgoon will revive Brain. They should be back at 4. And that a fight between Ascension Esports and Gutter Sluts finally unfolds, with Ascension Esports coming out on top and eliminating the Gutter Sluts. Torch choosing a slow rotation in this game. Coming up around Milta. Being overtaken by that blue, but they are heading straight towards Sweat Lounge Gaming and 6 cents. Unless they do keep heading up that eastern side. Fury Esports has moved up by Yasnaya now. They didn't want to stay where they were, not liking that position at all. And here we go. The circle's just about to change. 20 seconds for phase 2. And we have Sweat Lounge Gaming and 6 cents just putting down some range shots against each other. Sweat Lounge Psycho, or Gaming Psycho, pretty low on health. And there goes the heal. And here goes the circle. All those teams from the southeast now picking the wrong side as it shifts west. 6 cents, Sweat Lounge Gaming, and Torch and the BattleBots all still need to find a new spot. Ascension Esports just needs to move to the opposite side of the mansion there, but they should be good to stay if they do choose to do that. Six Cents making a far rotation through the blue around the backside of prison. Knowing Sweat Lounge Gaming will most likely just gun him down if they drive past him. They don't want to avoid that altogether. And here comes Sweat Lounge Gaming now making their move. The BattleBots heading down into Yasnaya from the north side, but Torch heading straight past Fury Esports here. So they did put enough distance between them. They are out of range there. One little tag coming out in the back onto Quakes, but not doing anything real. A little 8 damage shot. Wrap a band-aid on it. You'll be good. Sweat Lounge Gaming pulling up right on top of the Kingpins here. Psycho all alone as the other team members have just driven past. They are turning around to get another angle on the hill here, but Psycho could be in trouble. He does run in and knock Nidge though, gets the thirst. Mexozark unfortunately on the wrong side of that wall. Psycho with the jump shot on the Mexozark, getting up on top of that car. Now Kingpins might be in trouble here as the Sweat Lounge Gaming is just swarming their compound. Wick up on the roof and Chomedy separated down in the one-story. They did spot out Chomedy in this one stack, but Wick has angles down onto Whistler, does take him out, gets the quick thirst. But Kid takes down Chomedy. Is now Psycho storming the building onto Wick. And Wick takes down Kid. It is now just Psycho versus Wick. It was looking so good for Sweat Lounge Psycho, but Wick able to just play that position up on top of the roof. The patience was so good there. Able to just wait him out and get those 2 kills. Psycho now running in, getting Chomedy. Not gonna let Wick even think about that res. Mole also knocked way up on top of the hill. Psycho looks like he wants to run back and try to save him. But Wick does hear Psycho down here right below him. And we have another team here. Winner's Circle is pulling up, joining the party. Noxy gets knocked, jumping out the whip. So they're going to be delayed a little bit getting that res. But a big nade from Winner's Circle, taking Wick down to about 50% health. It was Mole got knocked from Iconic out behind there. Now we do have Vigorous Esports storming the gates of Ascension Esports' compound. It does look like Ascension Esports is getting the better of that engagement though. Blueho takes down Brain. Oh no, Vigorous Esports does take down Ascension Esports. I was wrong. Hobie with the triple kill, Baby Joey, Gravity, and Bluehole. Wick now pinned in this little corner of the roof. All kinds of smokes and Molotovs and grenades going off around him. Psycho is still alive in the bottom of this building too. Getting a couple tags onto Attractions and Noxy, but not getting that knock, and now they do know he is in the back here. Nades coming out from Bonkai. Bouncing off the door frame and hitting the roof. Attractions runs in, but... Oh, and Bonkai Clutch drops on the res just in time. Psycho trying to thirst him out, but Noxy right there to put him down. And insanely close for Psycho, almost able to get that kill. We do have fights going down on the north side here now. Looks like the south has thinned out. Oh, gotta get up over the ground. We have Fury Esports and the BattleBots, M4 and a Dream and Bandyman going down. And it does look like Winner's Circle has found Wick hiding on the roof back in that compound. So that is Kingpin also eliminated. So Stiff running back to the wall, but not able to make anything happen, as there are just too many angles from Fury Esports. But Sweaty Esports now coming up in behind Fury as they knock Kamikaze. For sure, Mass dropping onto that res, but they are swarming, spreading out, getting the angles. Dilly and Callione with some good shots here. But Turbot puts down Callione as he takes down for sure Mask. Nice little trade. Kofry is also getting knocked by Dilly, so that is a 3v2 now. Turbot's going to run over and try to res Kofry. Kamikaze holding his own against all of Sweaty Esports. He does take down Eagles, but luck finishing off Kamikaze, and then also Turbo right afterwards, who came up off the res. So Eagles and Callione now just getting resed. Team 5150 running right in straight towards Winner's Circle. Torch on the other side. Think Fast going down to Dom. Seven teams, 21 alive, phase 5. It's going down pretty quickly this game. Chicken Fried able to get Think Fast back on his feet. They're able to stay 4 strong for the moment, but Attraction's going for the long flank, playing the edge of the blue. I don't think they see it coming. He could be in a great position here, looking down right behind all 4 of them. Tagging up Chicken Fried, but not able to get the knock, as it does look like Iconic and Torch spotted him up high there. Getting down pretty low, gonna stop and heal in the smoke before choosing to run the rest of the way. Doesn't want to get a lucky shot putting him down. Big plays by Attractions. And there's that next circle changing. Iconic able to just hold that same compound all game after taking down a couple teams there at the start. Torch will have to run into them. Callione spots out the remaining member of Vigorous, that is Snowgoon, running in on a rock. So that will be 7th place for Vigorous. Sweaty Esports and Torch both need to move in towards Iconic here. Sweaty Esports has a decent little ridge, but depending on how high up 6th Sense can get, they might be able to... No, they should be safe here. Now Team 5150 making their move, choosing to turn around and go after Torch instead of Winner's Circle. They do take down Doodle. Smokes and vehicles now coming out for Torch, who need to move into the circle a bit farther. Tyrannical making it into a position, but D-Bitch is blowing up that vehicle, and Team 5150 also right behind. Torch is in trouble. Damo just getting out of there. Winner's Circle now finds 6th Sense on the other side. Blanco taking down Brolic. Scrounge Bull getting that last knock onto Quakes. Dom is gone. Now we see this fight unfolding between 6th Sense and Winner's Circle, as 6th Sense is all pinned on this one little ridge and tree. Brolic does take down Flacco, but Nazi answers right back, taking down Warnick, but then Brolic gets another double kill, taking down attractions and knock these all up to Bonkai. And Slim Jimbo does take him down. Nice little triple kill for Brolic there. Taking out 3 members of Winner's Circle. That was a big name they needed to get rid of for the rest of this game. 4 members for Iconic, 4 members of Team 5150, and 4 members of Sweaty Esports. Still standing in the way of that second chicken dinner in a row. Dom was able to pull up into a decent little position in the center circle here. Six Cents, the only team still in that circle. Iconic will finally need to rotate out from where they are. Sweaty Esports needs to push in, and Team 5150, now seeing that Winner's Circle has been eliminated, knows they are a little bit more free to move around on that right side. Sweaty Esports swarming in behind Iconic's compound here. Might be able to catch him off guard. The smoke's coming out, but Harden turns around with that M249 and takes down Eagles. Brolic from a distance spots out Calleone, takes him down. Billy getting a quick elimination onto Lid. And Harden coming out and taking down Billy. It's just trade for trade at the moment. Luck then taking down Harden. He won't be able to res Dilly as the blue is right there. Deebish and Loda trying to escape the compound, end up running into Team 5150. And Loda turns on Luck and does eliminate Sweaty Esports in 5th place. But unfortunately being caught out in the field there with no cover around. Think Fast from Team 5150 does eliminate Iconic. So now we have the big fight here between Team 5150 and 6 Cents, with Dom just trying to survive as long as he can. Maybe pick up this 2nd place for Torch. But 6 Cents does know that he's on that rock. Applying the pressure. Not much in the way of real cover, mostly just ridges and line of sight blocks here at the moment. 6 Cents with 7 kills at the moment. Brolic does have 6 of them. Team 5150 now just on the edge of the blue. 6 Cents rushing around, getting more angles. Slim Jimbo heading out to that left side. Scrounge Bull does see him there. And Chicken Fried from Team 5150 does spot out Torch. Damos hiding behind the rock. So that's a 3rd place for Torch, but Think Fast is then taken down by Michu. Chicken Fried now running up through the open. This circle is pushing them out of their hiding spots. Brolic takes down Chicken Fried. Now Scrounge Bull and Banana Brain versus 4 members of 6 Cents here. Scrounge Bull being taken down by Slim Jimbo. It is just Banana Brain proning in the field with his M249. Wasn't able to spot the player on his left, and Brolic does take him down. So as 11 kills for 6 Cents, Brolic picks up 8. And the 2nd chicken dinner in a row for 6 Cents. Team 5150 does pick up 2nd place. They had 4 kills. Damo managing to stay alive till the very end, picking up 3rd place for Torch. Iconic just hiding in that compound all game. Worked out for them at the 4th place with 9 kills. And then Sweaty Esports fighting the whole game all the way into that final circle with 7 kills and a 5th place. We'll be back with Miramar for Game 4. Okay, we're on game 4, back to Miramar. I'm gonna try and jump down in the Valley Del Mar area. See if we can't get a different team to watch this time. Not that there's anything wrong with Avita. Solid squad. Just try to get some diversity, as last week we got stuck on Sweat Lounge Gaming 2 games in a row. Oops. And here we go, out the plane. Don't know if I do see anybody heading over this direction at the moment. And there we go, with the action getting started off early. Tindersaurus taking down Damo from Torch with an AKM headshot. That is the Gutter Sluts going up against Torch early on. Don't actually see anybody teams heading down this direction. Wonder who will get put onto. I'm betting it'll probably be Avita again. Game 4. We do have the bar updated for game 7. For a total of 7 games in there. 6 Cents just having a hell of a week. Just pulling way ahead in that first place. And we are on the BattleBots, who landed Chumacera. Did they go to the same place? Yeah, so Avita is in Los again, landing in the same spot. We have the BattleBots up here in Chumacera. Both of these teams will have to move north. Avita is in a better position for that circle, but not like last game where they will have to make some plays, get up around to that northern side. And Ascension Esports and Team 5150 also going at it with Tacticals taking down Think Fast and then smacking them out with the pan. And he also took out Chicken Fried as well. Sweaty Esports Dilly taking down Chomedy from the Kingpins. Here go the BattleBots making their move. F4 and a Dream on the other side of the map, scouting up ahead, and Sweaty Esports and Kingpin still going at it now. Calleone gets a kill onto Nij. 2 down now for the Kingpins. Looks like M4 and a Dream has pulled up onto the compound just south of Hacienda on that road to Picado. So Stiff rolls his vehicle, so Bandyman turns around to pick him up. Appreciate all the follows and the hosts. There, we'll just get off that vehicle. We got Chappers and M4 and a Dream here holding down the compound. Came flying in with his Murado and flipped it over. BattleBots aren't into material possessions, eh? They'll just get rid of those vehicles. They don't need them. And now we have Winner's Circle Bonkai taking down Lid from Iconic, and then D-Bish answering right back, taking down Noxy. Even trade there, 1 apiece. There is a team up. Load up. Loda is on fire now, taking down Attractions and Just Flocko in that fight. But it does look like the BattleBots has seen a team up onto the graveyard. Just gonna exchange some shots here. Avita having a little fun playing with vehicles as well. They got a couple bang buses they're trying to flip back over. Those Miramar Hills are very unforgiving when it comes to the vehicles, especially driving around in FPP. You don't know what's on the other side of those ridges. Torch now finding console killers as Quakes takes down Bizarre. Tyrannical getting the thirst. That must be nearby. We're seeing that pop up in the kill feed. Oh, and a big tag from Chappers, not quite a heady, but... And now Exclusive with a knock onto Tyrannical. You can hear that SKS popping up behind. break in that fight, but now we have it picking up again with Monstar and Doodle. Monstar also taking down Quakes. Nice little double kill for Monstar. Console Killer's turning that fight around. But then something going on with Zach flipping over that vehicle, blowing up. Now Ascension Esports joining that party. This is a third party. Rain also getting a knock on the Kamikaze with the SLR headshot. Vigorous Esports and Fury Esports. BattleBots were making their move out of that compound, but this other team in Graveyard just lots of shots. It is 6 cents as Michu knocks Chappers. Well, this could be 6 cents in the blue. Who came up behind? It's just impossible to tell. BattleBots decided to go back to the compound they were originally in. Thought they could make a play out of there. It's like M4 in a Dream is scouting up ahead again, running to this next compound here. Managed to escape the eyes of 6 cents there. But Ascension Esports has found SLG with a lot going down. Gravity, Tacticals, Baby Joey all working together, taking down Sweat Lounge Gaming. Shots still coming out up there as it seems like they're trying to just take out that one remaining member. Now Team 5150 is joining. As they take out Ascension Esports Gravity. Got to be careful when you're taking these shots. There's always going to be another team that's just going to be able to pop up and see you or push over to your position. Vita has moved up into La Bandita where the original Gamesterz are, and now Sweeney taking down B-Love. And the other members of Battle 6 Cents pushing in alongside BattleBots as they have taken down Bandyman. And now Chapper's also going down to the play zone. Chappers just bleeds out in the blue. Not able to run back in to grab that res with 6 cents up on top of them. Ascension Esports just in the thick of everything now. They're going up against console killers as well as they take down Monstar. Oh, and a quick tag onto M4 in a dream. BattleBot's now using this time to rotate out and across the road, trying to get up to that new phase. Here we are with the circle around Junkyard and Minus. Looks like Ascension Esports is kind of dipped, and now it's just left as Console Killers and Team 5150 going at it. Gutter Sluts now hanging on as Tindersaurus takes out 2 members of Sweaty Esports. And now 6 Cents pushes far into the circle. They've run into a Fury Esports. And Sweaty Esports going up against Gutter Sluts. With Callione left alive, he does take down Revoke the Killer. And Luck also alive. They are able to take down Omerta and Tindersaurus as well. Looks like Sweaty Esports will be able to come out on top of that fight with the Gutter Sluts. M4 in a dream finding a nice bike, but Brain just up on top waiting for him to get onto it and takes him down. So Steve now knows that Vigorous is right above here somewhere. Trying to play this right to sneak into the circle. Ascension Esports and Fury Esports still locked in. Baby Joey takes down Turbot. Gravity takes down Mask. Playzone does take down Oreo Hitman. Sostiff is spotted out by Vigorous, who are on the edge looking for him. Brain did hear those shots coming up from over this hill. He's got Sins at his back. They're pushing. Six Cents now third partying Ascension Esports. Warnick getting a nice little heady on the tacticals with that canine. And here's that player hiding up on top. Brain does take down Luck, but Callione is nearby somewhere, presumably. Brain gets taken down pretty low. And here we go, Sins one-on-one with Callione. But Brain does pop the heel and changes those odds to Vigorous's favor. Comes up behind Callione and does eliminate Sweaty Esports. But Brain didn't even heal, he just popped the booster. Pretty aggressive play from Brain there. team pushing up behind Snowgoon now. They're trying to lay down cover shots. He's all alone over there. Snowgoon now with that information. There is a team separating them. I'm going to try and not get caught out from behind here. But the Kingpin's Wick does spot out Brain. This player did spot Snowgoon. So if they play this right, they should be able to swarm him with, but Vigorous not giving up that angle. Even now going up against 6 Cents. Down low. 6 Cents is eliminated by Avita. They won't be able to pick up 3 games in a row, but it was a hell of a week for 6 Cents as they move all the way up from 3rd to 1st. Now Ascension Esports is able to finally put enough damage into Snowgoon, who isn't able to pop back and heal in time. Sin's now getting pretty close up here to Ascension Esports, where they will all have to rotate in side by side. Wonder where they ran down to as they're getting tagged up by Avita from that other side. Down 130 here. But Baby Joey does take down Lou, and it does look like he was able to get the thirst. Big Nate down on top of Ascension Esports as Sins does take down Baby Joey, weakening that other player next to him too. Trying to get revenge for that kill they got on the Snowgoon. Sins wants to get his thirst to prevent anybody from stealing that point away from him. Getting tagged up though, he will run back into cover. Avita now spotting out Vigorous. Hobie. They are in that powerful position down on that lower hill. Iconic and original Gamesterz now, who are also still alive. Deebish takes down Capid. 12 alive. The OGs have been eliminated. Probably a 4th or 5th place. A remaining member of Ascension Esports trying to make a move, but Vigorous is just watching him. And Tacticals does take down Sins. And Deepish able to spot that knock, does get the steal. And here runs Tacticals. Knows he's not going to be able to run past Vigorous here. He's going to choose to opt for a fight. Up right there. Tacticals does take down Hobie. Tacticals is not the kind of player you want to corner. Tactical's just on fire now. He gets up and takes down a Vita Gecko from the other side of the circle. Tacticals will not go down without a fight. That is sure, for sure. Thirsting out Hobie as well. But Sweeney does finally take him down. As Deebish also takes down Brain from Vigorous. So that will be Ascension Esports and Vigorous both eliminated. Iconic is still alive as they fight a Vita for this Game 4 chicken dinner. There is actually 3 teams still alive. There is a player on this northeastern side of the map. While there's another few players, 2 or 3, pushing in just north of Loda down here. Smoke's coming out for Iconic as they do need to push up a little bit into the circle. But everybody with eyes on them now. Harden does get knocked running down. But it looks like Deebish will make it just in time. Avita gets the lead from that. Knights with the knock onto Loda. Deebish right there to pick up the res, though. Avita's probably going to be swarming that if they don't have an angle from their right side of that player up on top of the hill. They are choosing just to hold that position. Deebish now takes down Sweeney as they are distracted by that player who has chosen to rotate up on top of them there. Deebish also takes down Knights. A nice little heady as he's able to just see the head of that player not proning down. But Iconic now in trouble as the circle is at their backs. Not much cover left. Low ground. Wick from the Kingpins does get a nasty little snipe onto Deebish. It is now 2 versus 1. Kingpins versus Iconic. Loda is all alone. Loda just gets this player out in the open, but Mexozark just lasers him. That is Kingpins picking up your Game 4 chicken dinner. After a hell of a fight from Iconic as well. GG's, that was week 2. We will be back again on Friday for the championships, I believe, of TPP Season 7. And then we will finish off with the championships of FPP on April 15th. All right, GG's. Thanks for stopping by.